On July 29th, 1981, the entire world stood still before their television screens. 700 million viewers followed every step of young Lady Diana Spencer as she walked toward the altar of St. Paul's Cathedral. But few knew the truth about that decision, which shocked even the royal family itself. On the future Princess of Wales's head sparkled a tiara that did not belong to the Windsors. At the moment when the whole world expected to see one of Her Majesty's legendary crowns, Diana made a choice that would forever change the history of royal weddings. But before we begin, don't forget to write your city in the comments. We're very curious where royal luxury enthusiasts live, and if you give us a like and subscribe, that would be the best reward for our little channel. Behind this decision lay the centuries-old history of the Spencer family, a story of love, betrayal, and family secrets passed down through generations. The Spencer tiara became more than just an ornament. It transformed into a symbol of independence, a silent statement that, even in the royal world, there exist forces older than the crown. What made the young bride refuse Queen Mary's offered lover's knot tiara? What secret lay hidden in Althorp's family vaults? And why did this choice become the first warning bell of the coming drama that would shake the foundations of the monarchy? But this tiara was only one of the precious secrets that the ancient Spencer family kept in their treasure chambers. Behind the sparkle of diamonds that adorned the wedding of the century lay a story spanning an entire century. Every curve of metal, every glittering stone carried within it the memory of passions and tragedies that shaped the destinies of generations. It all began with the romantic love story of 1919. Lady Cynthia Hamilton, beautiful heiress of a noble family, was preparing to become the wife of Viscount Althorp. The wedding gift from Lady Sarah Spencer, daughter of the 4th Earl Spencer, was an elegant tiara, the central piece of the future family heirloom. But the real mystery lay much deeper. The most ancient elements of the crown held within them the spirit of 1875, when they belonged to the mysterious Francis Roche Montague. What story connected these jewels to this forgotten name? What passions and intrigues surrounded their first owner? These mysteries vanished into the depths of time, leaving only the cold brilliance of diamonds. The tiara's true birth occurred in 1937. Like an alchemist combining scattered elements into the philosopher's stone, jewelers at Garrard House created a masterpiece. 4 new elements merged with ancient fragments, and that very crown was born, which was destined to become a symbol of defiance and elegance. When Lady Cynthia left this world in 1978, the tiara seemed to come alive, preparing for a new chapter in its history. The first to try it on was Lady Jane Spencer, Cynthia's granddaughter, who had no idea she was becoming the pioneer of a dynasty of brides. But before becoming Diana's symbol, the tiara passed through the hands of other brides, each adding new shades of drama and romance to its story. 1978, within the walls of a London church occurred an event that forever changed the perception of family jewels. Lady Jane Spencer, the future princess's elder sister, first revealed to the world the brilliance of the family tiara. At her wedding to Robert Fellowes, camera lenses captured the historic moment, the birth of a new tradition. But few understood then that they were witnessing the first frames of a coming saga that would make the Spencer family famous worldwide. The next chapter of this story was full of life's irony. 1980 brought another wedding, Lady Sarah Spencer and Neil McCorquodale. Behind this ceremony lay a spicy detail whispered about in high circles. The bride had once been the beloved of the Prince of Wales himself. What feelings did Sarah experience wearing the family crown, knowing that her former lover would soon lead her younger sister to the altar? The tiara became a silent witness to this drama, sparkling on the head of a woman who could have become Princess of Wales. And then something unexpected happened. A year later, on July 29, 1981, Lady Diana Spencer made a choice that shocked royal protocol. Refusing Her Majesty's offered Queen Mary's lover's knot tiara, she chose the family heirloom. This act became more than a fashion decision. It was a declaration of independence, of loyalty to family traditions in the face of Europe's most ancient monarchy. Diana intuitively understood, in a world where every detail has symbolic meaning, her choice would say more than any words. After the wedding, the tiara became an inseparable part of the Princess of Wales's image at state banquets, royal tours, in the most iconic portraits. Everywhere sparkled the Spencer crown, sometimes outshining even the most precious ornaments of the crown. But the Spencers kept more than one crown in their treasure chambers, and the most ancient of them held mysteries capable of overturning ideas about family heritage. In the depths of Althorp's family treasuries lay a secret older than the most famous Spencer tiara itself. The Honeysuckle Tiara, the honeysuckle crown, kept secrets from 1885, when fashion and jewelry art were just beginning their golden age. Behind this tiara lay a riddle that puzzled even experts on royal jewels. Why did the crown look like two completely different ornaments forcibly joined together? The upper part, with elegant feathered motifs, seemed airy and romantic, while the lower base amazed with its angularity and severity. The first owner of this mysterious treasure is considered to be Charlotte, wife of John Point Spencer, the 5th Earl Spencer. In a portrait by John Chancellor, she's captured in the tiara's pristine beauty, where honeysuckle elements were arranged on one level with Greek ornamentation, creating harmony that was later disrupted. What forced descendants to change the original design? What drama or practical necessity led to the radical reconstruction of the family heirloom? History remains silent, leaving only artistic evidence of former magnificence. The forgotten tiara's real triumph occurred on June 2, 1953. On the day of Elizabeth II's coronation, Lady Cynthia Spencer, future Princess Diana's grandmother, appeared at Westminster Abbey crowned with the honeysuckle tiara. On that historic day, the ancient Spencer tiara stood alongside the most precious crowns of the British Empire. However, behind the external magnificence lay a sad truth. This was the forgotten treasure's last great public appearance. The honeysuckle tiara seemed to retreat into shadow, yielding to its younger and more famous sister. But why did Princess Diana, so devoted to family traditions, never appear in this historic crown? Is there a secret reason why the family's most ancient tiara was doomed to oblivion? However, family dramas created new jewels, and the story of the most scandalous of the Spencer crowns was yet to come. Behind the scenes of aristocracy's glittering world unfolded a drama that could have become the plot for a Gothic novel. When the 8th Earl Spencer brought a new wife into the house, no one could suppose that this woman would not only survive the icy atmosphere of family rejection, but would become the owner of her own crown. Countess Raine Spencer entered the family under a hail of contempt and mockery. The late Francis's children mercilessly nicknamed their stepmother Acid Rain, a nickname that became a symbol of their cruelty. Diana and Charles, future Prince and Princess of Wales, did not hide their disgust for the woman who dared to take their mother's place. None of them loved her, and they were horrible to her, recalled a family friend. Within Althorp's walls reigned an atmosphere of Cold War, where every glance, every word became a weapon in the struggle for family hierarchy. But fate prepared an incredible turn. Gradually, the ice began to thaw, and the most irreconcilable opponent, Princess Diana, began transforming into an ally. What made the proud Princess of Wales change her attitude toward the once hated stepmother? The answer lay in feminine solidarity in the face of life's trials. When Diana's relationship with her own mother reached a critical point and the royal family increasingly pressed the rebellious princess, it was precisely Raine who became the shoulder to lean on. They spoke every morning and lunched together once a week or once every 2 weeks. They were very, very close, and Diana got into the habit of leaning on Raine's shoulder and telling her all her problems, of which there were many, witnessed an observer of this amazing transformation. As a sign of this new alliance appeared a special tiara, a Victorian creation of pearls and diamonds that could transform into a necklace. Decorated with large button pearls in antique settings, This crown became a symbol of reconciliation and feminine wisdom. The tiara's origin is shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it belonged to the legendary Barbara Cartland, or came through Spencer inheritance. But one thing was clear: this crown belonged exclusively to Raine, becoming her personal treasure after 3 marriages. In 1998, the world saw the tiara in a new capacity, as an elegant necklace at the Vienna Opera Ball. Later, it graced a prestigious exhibition at Kensington Palace before finding its final home in the Albion Art Private Collection. But the most dramatic story awaited the family's last tiara, and its fate turned out to be connected with tragedy, money, and painful memories of the great past. 800 diamonds sparkled in the rays of February sun in 1914, when Lady Delia Spencer, future Princess Diana's great-aunt, prepared for her triumphant day. The 6th Earl Spencer decided to give his daughter a crown that should outshine all existing family jewels. This Edwardian tiara became a masterpiece of jewelry art. 48 carats of diamonds were skillfully woven into a setting that hid within itself a brilliant secret. Elegantly executed screw fastenings allowed easy removal of stones, while hidden clasps transformed one ornament into 3. The central part became a choker, and the side sections an elegant bracelet. On February 18, 1914, Lady Delia entered into marriage with the Honorable Sidney Peel, younger son of the first Lord Peel, Speaker of the House of Commons, and grandson of Sir Robert Peel himself, the legendary Prime Minister. It seemed the stars blessed this union of 2 great political dynasties. But behind the sparkle of diamonds lay hidden a curse that pursued this crown from the moment of its creation. What happened to Lady Delia after the wedding? Why did the tiara, created for joy and celebration, become a symbol of lost greatness? History remains silent about the bride's fate, but the jewel continued its path through decades, preserving memory of the Spencer family's former magnificence. Every diamond witnessed secrets that the family preferred not to reveal. And then something occurred that shocked the world of antique dealers and collectors. In March 2017, at the world's largest art and antique fair, an event occurred that became the sensation of the day. The Spencer tiara was put up for sale and disappeared from the stall in just a few hours. $225,000. Such was the price of a century of history, 800 diamonds and family memory. The buyer preferred to remain in shadow, but the deal became a symbol of how great aristocratic families are forced to part with their heritage. What made the Spencer heirs sell this unique relic? Was it financial necessity or the desire to free themselves from the heavy burden of the past? The crown, created for eternity, found a new owner, taking with it the secrets of the Edwardian era. Today, in Althorp's treasuries remain 2 main family tiaras, the famous Spencer crown and the forgotten Honeysuckle Tiara. Their fate lies in the hands of the current Earl Spencer, Princess Diana's brother. William and Harry, the Princes of Wales, will receive many of their mother's treasures, but the family crowns will forever remain with the family that gave the world one of the most beloved princesses in history. Thus concludes the saga of the Spencer tiaras, a story of love and betrayal, of traditions and changes, of how precious stones become witnesses to human destinies and preserve the memory of those who dared to change the world.